Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex on Etsy, and I'm here to do your weekly angelic message video for the week of April 24th through May 1st, 2022. I want to thank you for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and a notification bell so that way you get all the future uploads of all my videos as well. And if you too would like to get a personalized angel reading with me and to find out much more about me, I will leave all that information in the description box below. Hopefully you guys are doing well and that guys are having a fantastic start to your week ahead and that you had a wonderful weekend. It has been quite warm here in Columbus, Ohio and things like that. So that has been lovely. We have been in the 80s this weekend, so that is really, really awesome. I was very pleased to see that it was in the 80s for this weekend and things like that. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I was definitely excited about the fact that it was in the 80s and things like that. So that is very awesome. But hopefully you guys are doing well and that you've had a wonderful start to your day. I've been productive this morning. I fed Teddy Bear this morning. That's usually like one of the first things that I do after I turn on the TV. That's like my morning routine. I turn on the TV, then I feed him, and then I go to the bathroom. And then I feed the squirrels and things like that and the birds outside, and then I water the flowers because on Easter I did get flowers for myself, and then I got it for my mom and my grandma as well. So that is what I did and everything like that. So that was really what I did there. So that is really an awesome thing. So other than that, it has been a really good start to my morning, and it has been a beautiful start. And then I also started laundry. I left clothes in the washer yesterday that I forgot to put in the dryer, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and rewash those so they're going to be extra clean. So today I'm going to remember to transfer them to the dryer. So, but that is really exciting. So, but I do have news for you all. As for many of you that may have noticed, I have applied for a job in the mental health field, which is where my background is from, for those of you that don't know that already, which is why I incorporate both mental health and spirituality and combine them, which is my ultimate aim when I get my license and everything like that, as a counselor and things like that. So, but I did accept a job, and I interviewed on Friday, and the interview went really well. It was probably one of the better interviews that I've given in my entire career to date. But yeah, so that was really exciting. And I think it helped that I've had experience in the field because I was able to give examples for each of the questions and scenarios that I've done in regard to different things. And everyone was super nice. It's one of the best agencies in town. The energy in that building is like amazing. So I feel like I fit right in with the energy of the place that I got offered the job. And I'm not even kidding, like an hour and a half after I left the company from the interview, I got a call back as an extended offer for an employment. So my first day of employment will be May 2nd, and things like that. So I'm super excited. It says case management is going to be on Renew Crisis. So it is going to be a crisis team. So, which is what I wanted because I do have experience in crisis. So it's kind of where my background is from and things like that. So that is really an exciting thing. So that is really an awesome thing. So I was happy. I was excited. And I'm still and for those of you that are wondering, wasn't he supposed to be building his business? Yes. I did have a conversation with my guides about that. So right now it is all about, for me, I was really wanting to have that extra income, so that way I'm not fully stressed every month. I'm just going to be honest. It's really hard to be able to start up a business and everything like that. Even though I have platforms, it's still building on the other platforms and things like that, because Keen was where I had a lot of clients and things. So when I switched, I'm still rebuilding. And I'm building my own business too on Etsy. So I will still plan on doing the daily videos. I still plan on doing the podcast, which I will get back to. I kept forgetting about them, and there was just a lot going on in the past couple weeks where it was not the main priority. Which is sad, because I really wanted to follow through with the podcast and things like that. So I definitely want to continue to be able to do that and things like that. And plus, there was the tax season and things like that where I had to finish that aspect. So that was a doozy in order to be able to complete that. So yeah. But I am very excited. So hopefully you guys understand me going back into the mental health field. Not like I ever plan on leaving the mental health field, because I obviously want to be a counselor. It's just that I needed that break to be able to regain my balance and to be able to start this business, and really just get a focus on what I wanted in my life, and to be able to regain the balance, because it was out of balance. I felt out of balance, and now I'm starting to feel finally balanced in my life again. So I've been really working on the past couple months of finding my balance, which is very important. Why I talk about it with clients all the time is really regaining balance if things are chaotic. So that is kind of like my main announcements of this week and everything. So I'm very excited and things like that. So I'm excited about the first day and everything. But yeah, so that was kind of like there. But yeah. And if you guys are wondering where Teddy Bear is, he's currently sleeping on my desk chair, which, for those of you that, guys, want to help me out with that, I do need to get a new keyboard, and I do want to get a new mouse and everything for my desktop. The keyboard that I have broke because Teddy Bear broke it. That is probably roughly around $300. So if you guys want to help me with that, that'd be great. If your heart desires of needing help, or any donations, that would be great. And I always give back to you guys, so I would definitely appreciate that. So that would be very, very helpful. But yeah, so that is there. So right now I've just been using my computer, my desk or laptop, and since I don't have a recording device on my laptop, I just have been using my phone. So, but that is the messages, or the announcements, I should say. So I'm already talking and babbling on for 9 minutes, so I apologize. So let's get in here into the reading and things like that. So I apologize, long announcements today. So for those of you that want to skip back or fast forward, this is the start of the actual reading. So at this time, I ask that you have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your hearts wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you're about to receive. Light a light candle. And at this time, we are going to go into a moment of silence while I connect to you guys energetically. and we'll go with the messages, the energy, and the cards. So at this time, we're going to have that moment of silence at this time. All right. So, right away, when I'm tuning into the energies of the week, is that I'm really feeling there is a lot of tension. So, I do feel like there has been a lot of tension and like butting heads for this upcoming week. And I feel like we had it in the past, but it's going to continue into this week. And what the angels are really saying in regards to the tension and the butting of the heads is that it's really involving the resistance to change and the new energy shift that is really happening in regard to what is going on in the world, and also on an energy standpoint of the world and things like that. So it's really all about letting go of the resistance to the new energy, because if you are resisting the new energy and you are butting heads with the new energy, it is going to clash. So it will clash if the things are not being worked upon and you are allowing yourself to go with the flow. Remember Dory in Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 swimming. And she was a very prime example of allowing yourself to be in the moment and allowing the mindfulness to happen. So she was very mindful of the present moment and allowing, not thinking too much on the future or the past, because I feel like we are resisting the energy because of the fact that we are so used to the old ways and the old patterns and the thoughts of doing things that we forget that to look at the positive and be in the now, and really just be able to live in the moment, because the old lessons have been learned. So we are now shifting into a new paradigm of lessons and things like that. And this is all, what I'm also hearing is that it's balancing the justice. So, and whatever it is that we needed for justice, it is coming to play now in regard to how things are going to be transformed in the next coming weeks, because this is just a start. If you feel like you've been out of balance lately, things are going to be coming into balance. Just like I talked about for myself, I feel like I'm in a new fresh start, and I feel more balanced and that things are starting to flow more properly in my life again. And that's what happens when we become balanced and justice is served. So, and that is due to the karmic lessons that have been paying out and that we are learning from our karmic lessons and things like that. So that is definitely an important message to be able to transpire for the week and everything like that, because it is difficult to be able to let go of the old thought patterns, but it's all about rerouting our brain in order to be with the new energy flow. And it's important to be able to say those daily positive affirmations and allowing yourself the gratitude of things and stuff like that. So that is also a very important statement and things like that. So allowing the gratitude to be able to come forward with the positive affirmations will help the transition into this new paradigm to be able to go with the flow and things like that. So I don't know what you're doing there, teddy bear. But yeah, so that is there. And things like that. So, and the other message that was really coming through was with the heart, and things like that, and allowing your heart to be open to the changes, because I feel like a lot of us are closed off to the changes, that that is where we are becoming resistant to the energy change and the energy shift, because we as humans do not like change. So it is important to be able to remember to go with the flow and allow things to transpire. So I feel like for this week it is very critical to be able to work on our heart space and our solar plexus. So heart space, solar plexus, to be able to allow things to grow. And what I'm also hearing is it's important to be honest with ourselves too. So it is important to allow ourselves to be honest and to be able to communicate with ourselves. So that would include the throat chakra, and honest with our emotions as well. So throat, heart, and solar plexus are good to work on for this week. And that is really an important message. So now we're going to be moving on into the energy of the week, which is very exciting. I'm very excited about the energy of the week. So we are going to be moving on into the energy. So we are going to be having red energy, which is all about the passion, manifestation, but it can also lead to anger, aggression, anxiety. It's all about that security, our foundation. So the red energy is going to be quite high for this week, unfortunately, and I do feel that there's going to be spikies in the red energy. So at the end of the red energy, there's going to be spikies. It's just going to be, it's going to be high. It's going to be a high red energy for this week, and it's going to be like, whoop. At the end of it, it's going to be like a hill, whoop, like up and down, up and down, up and down kind of thing. So that is kind of where like the energy is at for the red, which is going to be quite exhausting for us, because I don't feel like we're going to get much sleep for this week, as there is no purple for imagination and intuition. So we're going to have to rely on our feelings and our gut for things for this week, because there's no purple. No, none whatsoever. So that's kind of a bummer. And along with the no purple is that there's no indigo/violet, so we're not really going to be able to hear our God, Jesus, angels, loved ones on the other side, and our spiritual team very clearly. So it's going to be quite a bummer for this week. So there is going to be a fair amount of blue as well, which is for communication, and communication. So that is definitely there in regard to everything like that. So what I'm worried about is that the red energy is going to guide the blue again for this week, and it's going to guide our communication. So it is imperative for this week to be able to be mindful of what we are saying to other people and things like that. So that is very an important task for this week. So that is a very critical as well. So and in lieu of the blue and the red, we are going to have yellow. So we are going to have the confidence and the courage within ourselves to be able to speak. So that is also what I'm worried about for this week, because yellow is also a good amount of yellow. So that is really interesting to me. So that is interesting in that regard. So unfortunately for this week, I do feel like we are going to have the black color. So because I kept hearing we're going to be on autopilot for this week, and we're not going to give a darn of what we are doing and things like that. So, unfortunately, there is black. I don't like to see it, which is the deadening of our souls. And that's where it is leading to autopilot and things like that. So, and this is in regard to that full new moon that we're going to be having at the end of the week, because we do have another new moon at the end of the week and stuff like that. So, that is definitely there. But yeah, so those are the energies of the week. And notice I didn't say we had pink, we didn't have green, and we didn't have orange. So I feel like there's a small amount of orange, but it's nothing to really ride home about, which is all about the wellness, creativity, and sexual energy. There's some, but there's not enough to write home about. So all the colors are there if I don't mention them. It's just that it's not, they never go away. It's just never anything to write home about. So those are just primarily colors and things like that. So let us get in here to the cards. So we're going to be using the John Holland deck, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and see what the energies are for this week. I'm just going to scoot back everybody here. There we go. Enough room to lay out the cards. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of April 24th through May 1st, 2022? What does everybody need to know for the 24th through the 1st of May, 2022? Okay. And I do feel that Mercury retrograde is going to come up too soon. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so the first card here is that we have, I like all the cards, they're not too terrible, but the first card here is that we have is card number 4, and it is lead. And what the angels are really saying is that we are the leaders within our soul group. We are the agents of change, and we are transforming our world. And also, it's all about the soul contracts that we had in our Akashic records. So we are in charge of learning our lessons and helping others to learn their lessons. So that is really an excellent thing. So it's time to be a leader within your world. So that is really an interesting message and things like that. So that is exciting. The next card here is that we have is Control, card number 8. And this is in lieu of what I talked about at the beginning. You can't make this stuff up. And that's all about letting go of that control. Archangel Michael is coming through and helping you in regard to this. And to alleviate some of that anxiety with the energy change and things like that. So it's going to be a very powerful energy change. But it's allowing yourself to go with that flow and things like that. So that is important. So, and it is where love abounds. And this is all about remembering to love yourself for who you are and having that self-care for yourself. The more that you give the self-care for yourself, the more that you're able to love other people as well, and honoring where you are at. So that is also a message, honoring where you are at with everything in your emotions. So working with Archangel Chamuel will be beneficial in that regard. So we are going to go here into card number 7, awaiting results. So we are awaiting results of whatever it is that we are waiting for in regard to this energy shift and this energy paradigm and things like that. So that is where that lies. So that is really powerful. And it's all about we laid the foundations, so now we are waiting on the results. So, of those foundations. So, and it takes time to build, so it's allowing us to be able to have that trust. The next card here is card number 2, spread your wings. So we are allowing ourselves to be open to no matter what is going on in our world, and we are allowing ourselves to go with the flow, having an open heart and having an open mind to whatever the possibilities that are coming in for us. So that is really beautiful. It's a very Archangel Chamuel card as well, so very amazing. So the overall card here is that we have is card number 1, Clarity of Belief. So we're going to be having some major breakthroughs for this week and a lot major understandings within our soul and within ourselves of why things have not been happening, or having major understandings of things. So that is a really, really interesting card, and I love this card for that reason. Very amazing. The last card here is that we have is card number 6, giving and receiving. So having that equal balance of the equilibrium of being able to give and receive, and allowing yourself to be able to receive as well. So a lot of us like to give, but we don't necessarily like to receive, but it's important to be able to go both ways to allow the energy to flow. So that's also important as well. So now the overall cards from the Angel Paridigm as well. So here we are. Ooh, okay. Okay, so the first card is that we have is Honor Your Beauty with Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. So honoring yourself for where you're at, that self-love that we talked about, is very important. So it's all about not putting the pressure on yourself to be able to get to where you need to be, but allowing yourself to meet yourself where you are at. So that is very, very important, and things like that. So that is an important message. And then in the last card here is Soul Lessons, just like the lead card with the Soul Contracts. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. So learning opportunities for everybody. So that is the angel messages for this week. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so that way you get all the future uploads of all my videos as well. And if you would like to get a personalized reading with me, I will leave everything in the description box below. And until next time, everybody, God bless you, angel blessings, lots of love your way. And until next time, guys, sending you so much love and angel blessings. God bless you. And I will talk with you very soon. Bye, everybody.